With the return of the Halloween Pass to this year, Rockstar is also giving us a few new Telegram missions. In case you haven't seen it, I've already done a video that covers absolutely all the bonuses, discounts, community outfits, and returning limited time items, as well as showing the limited time items in my previous video. In this video, we're just going to cover how you start the new Telegram missions called Hired Loyalty, and maybe give you a quick overview of the missions as they did change things up a little. To begin these, like all Telegram missions, you will have to first get the letter from the post office or your camp lockbox. Once you have the letter in your possession, you will have 3 new missions under the title Hired Loyalty. These missions are in Defense of Mercy, Easy Prey, and Night on the Town. The first mission is called In Defense of Mercy, where you chaperone someone while they go around doing some charitable deeds. Of course, you'll have to keep an eye out for some thieving as well as some roadblocks and whatnot, but essentially it's pretty straightforward. Just as I said, be prepared for a lot of fighting. The second mission is called Easy Prey, where you escort your client through the wilderness while he tries not to die. Here you gotta be careful of just some sneaky snake wildlife biting him, so just keep an eye on the ground. Other than that, he seems to stumble into a lot of angry people also, so again, you're gonna want to have a good stock of ammo and be able to heal yourself. The final mission, which is called Night on the Town, which is probably my favorite out of the 3, which is just you escort your client while he's out in the town and getting himself into trouble. Here it's usually fist fighting you're doing, trying to avoid getting some cop attention, but you will, no matter what you do, get the attention of the local law enforcement, in which case you'll have to get him home without getting him arrested and obviously in good health. These missions do not have auto aim on them, so you might want to come in a little bit more prepared with some tonics, as well as maybe equip some cards that will help you generate health, or you will go through a lot of tonics. If you're a low level character, I think using Quiet and Inspiration might be definitely good if you are playing as part of a posse, as that will help boost your teammates' health. But if you are playing on your own, Slow and Steady is a great card to help tank some damage. Using Come Back Stronger will help you regenerate your health a bit quicker, so you'll have less reliance on tonics. And Iron Lung 2 will regenerate your stamina faster and cause you to take a lot less damage if your stamina is full. Finally, using Cold Blooded will give you a little bit of health regain after you're killing an enemy. So overall, this kind of a build will help you reduce the amount of tonics you're using, so that'll mean you'll spend less time and effort preparing for these and you'll make more out of them. Of course, if you have any other suggestions on an ability card loadout, why not let us all know in the comments. I'll be carefully having a look through to see some of your suggestions. And just like playing the Call to Arms, one of the best ways to reduce the cost of playing these as well as the time it takes to complete these, well, I would highly suggest forming a posse. And if you don't have a group of players that you can play with regularly, why not check out my Discord. Here you might be able to hook up with other people on your console and be able to complete either the Call to Arms or these missions and save yourself a lot of time and cash. The general theme of these missions is you have to protect your client, and contrary to all of the normal ways the pay structure works in Red Dead Online, in these missions you get paid the faster you do these missions. That said, these do take a long time to do, as you are following your client around and you're kind of going at their pace and you can't really rush that aspect of it. If your client gets injured, well, you will also lose more pay on that also, and if they die, you will get the lowest form of pay. Pay-wise, I don't think this affects the goal, because on a mission where I got him injured and he got killed, I got 0.88 gold bars, and when I got him back without any real injuries in record time, well, I got 0.8 gold bars. I did get around $90 for doing it in good time without getting him injured, and I only got $78 when he died and also got injured. And to be honest, I don't think that's a huge difference in cash to make me care, and gold, as I said, doesn't seem to be affected by this new pay structure, so I don't really care because that's usually what I'm trying to earn. I only played these on standard so far, so I do think it is possible you might get more cash as you play it on the higher difficulty levels, but I think gold should be fixed at that kind of rate, just like all the other missions. Worth noting here that gold and cash is also double on all Telegram missions this month, so you're looking at around 0.4 gold bars or 0.44 gold bars for these missions. So basically just the standard kind of pay you'd normally get for any mission in Red Dead Online. So what are my overall thoughts on these? Well, honestly, I always love new content. I like new missions to be able to play through. I do like the idea of, getting better pay the faster you do something. Of course, I wish you weren't artificially restricted by the speed at which an NPC goes. Also, because of the level of difficulty in these compared to other ways that you can earn cash and gold in Red Dead, I genuinely think these should pay more because they will require a lot more tonics, they'll require a lot more ammo. So I do think that the pay should be more. But the main gripe I have with these is the fact that you can only go one way in difficulty. So as soon as you do standard, then you'll be able to do hard, and then you'll be able to do the extreme mode. The problem with this is if you don't want to play hard or extreme mode, well, you can't go back. I always felt that locking players into a certain difficulty mode just because they progressed kind of kills the replayability of these kind of missions. I mean, some players might just want to play in standard, and if they don't have that option, they'll just play something else, so that content kind of becomes, locked for them. And they're not giving you a good incentive to push through and play it on the hardest difficulty. Obviously, if you got a lot more pay on the more extreme game modes for these kind of missions, well then, that would be an incentive for people to play it. Or what I would like also would be if there was a limited item that you could only get exclusively through completing each one of these missions. And then that would be a big incentive for a lot of people to do that. For example, they did this with the blood money opportunities. If you completed them on the hardcore mode, well, you did get an exclusive item. And this was quite challenging. It required a lot of prep work, and it also required you to complete the mission. Not only was it an incentive for me to complete this myself, but I also ended up helping other players complete this also so they could get those items. But overall, I'm happy that they have added these. It's always nice to have some sort of new content, and I set my own challenges to complete all of these myself. But if you are looking to find a posse to play these, and I would highly recommend playing these with a posse, it'll cost you less in tonics and ammo, and you'll also get it done faster. Well, I have a Discord, and there's a few people on there, so if you're looking to form a posse, why not check that out? I'll leave a link in the description. Now, I'd love to get your thoughts on these missions. Have you played them yourself yet? And if you have, how do you find them? And what improvements, if any, would you make if you could? If you want to see all of this month's event details, so the Halloween Pass 2, you got the new Called Arms, all of this stuff with the bonuses, the discounts, well, I have a video that covers absolutely everything on that. I'll leave a link below in the description as well as pin it in the comments so you can check that out after this. Massive thanks to everyone who keeps supporting this channel through all the likes and the comments. I really do appreciate it, especially to the members. You guys are awesome. All right, people, I'll catch you again soon.